Fielded in the end zone, it's Henderson. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. So Alabama's return team didn't help matters out much with that one. And here he comes, and you may think that you can take a wide receiver out of the game plan, but Jesse, with this guy, he sort of believes, I'm him. I'm the dude.
Yeah, and he gives defensive coordinators nightmares, too. I swear, when you watch this guy's highlight tape, man, he scares you to death with his speed. He can take the top off the defense. He can change the game, David, on any given play.
And so how many different ways can I continue to give him touches? You know, they're going to split him out wide. I'd hand him the football. I'd throw it to him quick. I'd throw it to him deep. This is a playmaker that will be featured.
At the 20, he's got space. Got a lot of running room. He's at the 40, the 20, 10. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
We didn't have to work very hard on that one. There was nobody in sight as he rips off a massive run.
Sort of a mark of excellence for any back is yards after contact. Well, yards before contact can be sort of a badge of honor for that O-line.
Yeah, let's give them some credit. They got tremendous push getting hats on hats. They made that easy.
And he's going to score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Well, that couldn't have gone any better.
So great for an offense to come out right out of the gate and score a touchdown on your opening drive. It just helps the offense establish that rhythm that is so important. It'll be interesting now to see how this offense does the remainder of this contest.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Takes it inside his own 20. Chance for great field position here. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Sooners offense will have its first possession of the game. Both of these defenses, David, anchored by star middle backers.
I mean, they're just stars right in the middle of the defense. You'll see them go sideline to sideline, and they will make plays all over the field.
Yeah, these guys are the heart and souls of their defense. They're the leaders. Everybody looks up to them. They're constantly making plays.
To the air on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. David, given the fact that you are a devoted helmet head, I'm not sure that you're aware there are a lot of other festivities around the bowl game. Did you ever experience any of that?
Of course I'm a helmet head. Yeah, spot on. Agree with that. But here's the thing. We did a meat-eating contest at the Outback Bowl my senior year. Which squad could eat more steak from Outback? It was absolutely amazing. So I experienced that in all of its glory.
Back to throw, it's Arnold. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. Jump the gun just a bit, and we've got a false start.
False start.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They're already down a touchdown early, and the last thing they need to do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back to that offense. They'll go for it on fourth down. Soft spot in the middle. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get.
And that pass picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Bama! The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
From in Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
The offense lining up for a first down play. He's looking to throw it. Zings it complete to the right. At the 45 on his way. Afterburner's coming. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. The Sooners will hustle to the line. Scanning the field, it's Arnold. Trying to get to him. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
They want to throw it. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Oh, and that's tough, man. It was drawn up right. It was a good throw. It was right in his hands. You just want your playmaker to make that play and get to the 2-point conversion.
He'll bring it out. It's Henderson. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Running to the left. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast and low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
Well, this head coach is clearly sending a message. He clearly doesn't believe in punting, going for it this close to his own end zone. Trying to make magic on the scramble. At the 35, he's loose. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
You can tell this is a pass play. He has his eyes down the field. He's looking to throw the football. But how nice is it when you got a guy like this that can scramble and go get you a first down?
And he can't escape, and down he goes.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable in run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Dropping back, it's Milroe. Dances away from the heat. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
Man, this guy is just starting to take this game over. Sack on 1st down, sack on 2nd down, and now on 3rd down, this offense, they better identify where this guy's lining up, and they better get him double-teamed because they can't block him right now.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
Well, the defense has been able to get after this guy early and often in this game, and it's affecting his accuracy, and it's affecting this offense's ability to throw the football consistently.
Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Unloads to the wideout. It is going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
I'll tell you what, coaches catch heat a lot nowadays, especially on social media. I expect him to catch a lot of heat. Fourth down, long yardage situation on your own territory, and you want to go for it, and you fail, and you're surprised. You definitely shouldn't be surprised. Just don't check your mentions, dog.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Full wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Deep shot for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown Sooners.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. That's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
On to attempt the try. Splits those uprights right in half. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Henderson. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes that Alabama offense. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before. So you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
The give is to Miller. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Great job, great feel. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come through that gap and come through with bad intention. Those guys are usually 245 pounds of heat-seeking missile.
To the air, it's Milroe. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Still running up at 40. Keeps it and gets the first down. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. First down to start the drive after the break. Use the play fake, now to throw. He'll pull it down. Well, guys, bowl season is here. Always fun to get these non-traditional matchups that you don't see regularly. What do you guys remember about playing in a bowl?
I think you remember all the moments throughout the season, throughout your career, and it's the last time that you... of individuals together. You say goodbye to so many people, and it's kind of bittersweet, but always fun, Jesse.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown time! They thought maybe they could contain him. They thought wrong.
They did, and don't call him a quarterback anymore. Just call these guys skill players. I mean, so fast, you could tell the angles just get chewed up. You think you got a chance to catch him. Tell you what, Put that in your back pocket. Understand, that guy can fly. I better make sure I take the proper angles when I'm chasing him.
How about this? A two-point conversion coming. The play-action fake. Looking, trying to escape, cannot. The sack thwarts the two-point try. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. And, David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm.
It's racing down the left side. He's inside the 40. At the 20. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. And the Sooners trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Looking to pass. It's Arnold. He makes the connection. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Reeled it in and just made the house call.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Tide offense rolls onto the field, looking for a productive play on 1st down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. With jet sweep pass. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks. And guys, this is a great time to take a shot if you want on 2nd and short. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Buying some time. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Oh, picked off. Taking it the other way. The 10. Gets it into the end zone, but there is a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with the results of the play. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes that Alabama offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll leave it with him. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But you got to do a great job game tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Motion from the offense. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Inside the 30. The expressway is wide open. Touchdown, Alabama! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
So they chose to just go ahead and kick it, so they're still down by 1. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal from 43 yards out with a touchdown pass. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. And the returner will be brought down. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score in every position.
And down he goes back at the 3. The Sooners in the hurry-up. Looking for a man. It's Arnold. They've got the screen set up. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. This defense has kept them backed up. Now 1 more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw and he needs a chunk play. Got him downfield. At the 35, he's open. Oh, look out. Running through contact. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Sooners! And another passing touchdown for this Sooner quarterback. He keeps this up, and he might wind up in that 100 touchdown club with Baker Mayfield and Landry Jones.
So many good guys that have had good days, but how about this day? I mean, fitting the ball all over the yard, just padding the stats, and you start mentioning guys like Jones, and you start mentioning guys like Baker Mayfield, that's Sooner pristine legacy there.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. He'll bring it out. It's Henderson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
You've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. And here comes the offense on second down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Open space at the 25. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And that's all you want, right? You want that first down, understand the situation, understand I got to get north and south, get a first down, get a new set of downs.
There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Quick pass on the jet motion. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and he's going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job, nice play call by the offense.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Reese, thanks. Talk about an entertaining first half, and always such a fun and vibrant environment there at the New Orleans Bowl. And it's been a clinic in fundamental defensive football. Both teams have been relentless and ball hawking, refusing to give an inch. This is the kind of slugfest that real football fans love. Crushing tackles and dudes flying into gaps and passing lanes. A testament to the discipline both of these teams have shown. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the conclusion of the New Orleans Bowl.
Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Sooner offense returns to the field. And they got it done in the first half, but the job now, follow up, close the deal, and bring home a bowl victory.
Finish. You hear teams say it all the time. And that applies to them right now, David, here in the second half. It's a lot of really good things in that first half. Needs some more big plays here to get this double.
And you've seen it with bowl games. Big swings, man. When the rust comes off after that first half and people get in a rhythm, you've seen big comebacks. So I know they're winning, but keep the foot on the gas. This first possession is crucial.
They'll run the screen. Crosses the 30. He's got away. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit him for a first down and much more. Really good execution by this offense. Unloads quickly. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit them with a big run, now they hit them with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't be right.
The Sooners come to the line in the hurry-up. They're going to throw it again. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. Here they come on 2nd and 10 from the 47 after the incompletion. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete. The long pass on 4th down is to no avail. Here comes that Alabama offense.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanking the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to get him involved.
And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack. This is a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Milroe. He lets one fly deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. You want to talk about a decision that could blow up in your face, going for it inside your own 40. Quarterback extends the play. He's going to take off. Still on his feet at the 45. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
He's got such good awareness in the pocket. He does a good job of feeling the rush, and you know it's a pass, and you want to keep your eyes downfield, but he sees an opening, and if he sees an opening, he's got the ability to go get it and get a first down.
Well, the linebacker's showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Off the play fake. Pressure coming. And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
All the numbers and stats will show you going for it on 4th down in this area of the field really puts pressure on a defense. Going to try to get it himself. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. Line gets set, 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Time to take a shot. And it's knocked away downfield, the DB getting a hand in there. After they couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. Now the play fake. Pocket starts to collapse. Catch in the middle, it's Thompson. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. And the Sooners want to pick up the tempo. Another big play for this Sooner receiver, dare I say, Hollywood-esque.
Hollywood is right, and that's one guy that comes to mind.
And the ball is picked off. Bringing it back. The 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. How about that D coming up with a play like that? They got the touchdown, but now they want the 2 to tie this baby up. Trying to pound their way in. He gets into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion ties the game.
How about that, guys? That's basically a 15-point swing. Defense gets a pick 6, and then your offense gets the 2-point conversion. Wow.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. From inside the 15, here comes the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
Got his man down the middle. Makes the stop at the 30, but a big 15-yard pickup gets him out of trouble.
Well, he's able to make it easy after that catch, and I think his speed is something that just scares DBs to death. You think about great Oklahoma receivers recently.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And they are looking for a ball play that'll work, now facing 2nd and long from the 19. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. They're trying to get to it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the 3rd quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs. The Tide offense rolls onto the field, looking for a productive play on 1st down. The run to the right. Got enough space. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Trying to punch it in. Touchdown, Bama! They take the lead with the 6. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. And the returner is stopped. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. We'll see. 4th down in their own end. Last time, David sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
They'll run play action. And the sack all the way back at the 5. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the 3rd quarter stats. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the 1st. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. He's got him, and they convert. Oh, it's on the ground. Live ball. How about that alert play from the defense to scoop it up? Touchdown Tide. Not content to get the fumble, they scored with the fumble. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. That ball was squirting around on the field, finally corralled by the defense, and they turn it into 6.
And it's so hard defensively. Do I jump on it and make sure I get it, or do I scoop it up and try to make the big play? He chose to scoop it up, and it pays off, makes the big play, gets the touchdown.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. They're just about to kick it off after that scoop and score 6. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. First play of the drive comes from the 22. He wants to throw. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
The Sooners moving quickly to the line. On 3rd and long. For it. He's in a world of trouble, and down he goes. A catastrophic loss on that play. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. And they will open this drive right on the doorstep with a 1st and goal. To the air, it's Milroe. They're bringing heat. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
At this rate, the offense is going to be lucky to kick a field goal. 2 straight plays down by the goal line, 2 straight sacks. What is going on?
Trying to get it done with the run here on 3rd and goal. Hard-hitting tackle.
And how about the response from this defense? Put in a horrible situation, horrible field position. Jesse, they bowed their necks 3 times in a row.
Yeah, and it's a sudden change situation, and they practice that all week. You never know when they're going to come up, but you have to have guys on the field playing with us.
Fires toward the end zone. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. A veteran in this defense stayed locked in on his rules and made the interception.
Listen, the enemy is the clock, right? You're down by 2 scores. You got to make something happen. Really, really good job by the defense, forcing the turnover, getting the ball back to your offense. Now you got to go score, and I got to get one more stop.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. You just can't hit the quarterback like that. The defender got caught red-handed. Free yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Thompson. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. The offense sets up shop at the 46 on first down. He's going to pass. Feeling some heat. Pulls it in. It's Thompson. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Got room on the return. The 40. The 20. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Alabama!
And that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. Here's the return from inside his 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick 6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? Speeding down the left side. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Oklahoma. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
And you can tell he trusts his big tight end. Airing the football way down the field, treating him like a wide receiver because you know he's going to go up, make the big play, get you in the end zone, score a touchdown.
Dropping back, it's Arnold. And that one is picked off in the end zone. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Coming out with it, it's Henderson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes that Alabama offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Miller with the ball. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Great job by that defender. I mean, he timed that snap count perfectly, got into the backfield, and created the negative play.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. On the move at the 30. Hey, that's a live ball. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And with that takeaway, the defense has just left the door open just enough maybe for their team to come back. They needed a takeaway badly here late in the game, and they got it. Let's see if the offense can respond and seize this momentum.
Here comes the Oklahoma offense. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Pulls it in. It's Barnes. Bringing the heat. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. The Sooners trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Looking for the score. And it's caught for the late touchdown. So how about this? Maybe we are set up for a finish. Here comes the 2-point try. Fast motion from the offense. To the air. It's Arnold. Just a misfire from this sophomore as he threw it behind him.
Well, head coach obviously decided it was best to go for 2 points right there. They didn't get it, and you just wonder if chasing the points is going to hurt this team later in the game.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, and you've got to lock in.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll run it from the gun. Across the 25, he's got room. Really nice job there to pick up the 1st down and get it to their own 41.
Really been impressed by the balance we've seen from this offense so far in the game, but I think you got to give a lot of the credit to the running game because it's been able to freeze these defenses, help set up play action. They've been physical at the point of attack. I think that really has been the key force for this offense so far, having the success they've had.
The give is to Miller. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. 6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They